Thank you for joining me. This is going to be a reading for Capricorn for the week of July 29th through August the 4th. This is going to be a Celtic cross spread, and it's going to be a general reading, Capricorn. So if this reading does not resonate with you, please be sure to look at your moon, your rising, and your Venus placement. The cards have already been pre-shuffled, so let's get started with the reading. For the first card, and in your present situation, Capricorn, you have the Four of Pentacles. You have the World. This is what's helping or hindering. You have the Strength card. This is in your subconscious. You have the Tower. This is in your recent past. You have the Hangman. This is what's crowning you, and it's also in your conscious. You have the Seven of Wands. This is in your near future. We have the Ten of Wands. This is how you see yourself. You have the Ace of Swords. This is external to you, how others see you. You have the Lover's card. This is in your hopes and fears, and this is also Gemini energy. So some of you may be dealing with the Gemini here. And the outcome for the week is the Six of Pentacles. And the overall energy for the reading is the Sun card. This is about success, reconciliation. This is a happy card, so good overall energy here. Okay, Capricorn, let's get started. All right, let's start with the Tower. This is in the recent past. There have been some drastic changes made in the recent past, be that a job loss. Some of you may have had a relationship that ended, a divorce. Some of you, it may be related to your illness, but something that was built on very weak foundation came down. Now, this change is prompting you in your present situation, Capricorn, to be a bit withdrawn emotionally, as well as holding back, not taking a lot of risks. And understandably so. If you've lost your job, you're going to be holding on to your pentacles, as is indicative here with the image of the Four of Pentacles. But also not taking risks because of the fact that you've had some drastic changes taking place. But these changes are for the betterment, because the foundation with the Tower card was not secure. So the World card in your that's helping or hindering is really a closure, but it's also a beginning. It talks about leaving and moving on, as is needing to here with this drastic change with the Tower moment that you've had in your recent past. You are having, with the Strength card here in your subconscious, Capricorn, you're having to pull in a lot of inner strength. You have to be very courageous with any drastic changes that take place in our life. You're going to have to be very courageous, and you're showing that strength, a lot of inner strength. Because in your conscious with the Hangman, you're having to look and make an adjustment and look at things a little differently with the Hangman. You're looking at things what no longer serve you, you're readjusting them. You're taking heed to find things that have more meaning. Maybe for some of you, you've been really materialistic, and with the loss of your job, you realize, you know what, it just doesn't make sense for me to have all of this. You know, maybe I'm consuming too much. It's not necessary. And that is in your conscious with the Hangman. With those of you that are going through your change, the changes that have taken place, and if it does seem as if it's financial in nature here, Capricorn, you're going to have to defend that in the near future and stand up for yourself. Maybe some of your friends or your environment, even your family, maybe they've gotten accustomed to having these luxurious gifts that you would provide because you're a hard worker. You work very hard, and you also love to, love to reap those rewards which come from the financial success. And now that you may have lost your job and maybe are not finding yourself having the wherewithal, you're going to have to justify maybe taking a job with less pay. And that's become a bit of a burden to you right now. Change is very difficult. And with changes comes the responsibility of having to contend with things that we need to make adjustments for. And the Ten of Wands talks about a burden. So you are feeling a bit burdened here. Not only with what other people think, but also with the changes that are taking place in this upcoming week. But there is the Ace of Swords here. There is a breakthrough. There is some clarity now that you have. You're making the choices that make sense to you and no longer relying on what other people think here. Because it was a choice in your hopes and fears. It is a choice that needed to be made. And maybe for some of you, the choice wasn't really yours to be made because it was made for you with the Tower. The Tower is talking about changes that come that are not brought by you. It's a foundation that wasn't sturdy, so it's going to come down, and that led to a choice that needed to be made. Because you are wanting to find yourself here with the Six of Pentacles, with your outcome. You are wanting to be generous again, and you're wanting to give and receive. But you're going to get there once you realize that you do need to bring a close and make adjustments to your change here. Because it's going to take some of you to really have to adjust and find that inner strength to be able to get to a position where you're balanced with the Six of Pentacles. But you'll get there. It's going to be a struggle, but you'll get there. So this is the reading that I have for you, Capricorn, for the upcoming week. Hopefully it resonated with you. If it did, if you would be so kind as to like and comment. And if you haven't done so already, if you would be so kind as to subscribe. But that's the reading. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time.